AI art. This is the biggest controversy, and anytime you wade into this, you end up pissing some people off. I just don't see a way around it. We saw Shadiversity when he was wading into the AI art, just how much pushback he got in on this. Well, there's more of this that's more prevalent than people realize, because how much art out there is AI art that's not just labeled as such right away. And where's the delineation in this? Because, people have used 3D assets forever in comics and in other designs. People, especially when you get into digital art, which a lot of it is. I mean, all the colors are digital at this point and Photoshop enhanced and things like that. At what point is the computer a bad thing versus it's something that is usable to not piss somebody off? That line is very blurry to me. I don't even know that there really is one. I mean, I don't see too much of a problem with some of this stuff personally. But that being said, if you look at Flying Sparks, no AI art was used in the creation of Flying Sparks on my my website here. So if you are a DC Comics fan of the past, if you like the stuff that Chuck Dixon used to do in the late '80s, Alan Grant, the classics back there. The John Byrne Superman stuff. This is the type of stuff that I loved. So I am trying to do honor to that. Flying Sparks, I created my own superheroes, which, their continuity matters. There's never going to be like a crisis that's just going to reset them for a modern audience or anything. Or I thought about as a joke making a version of Flying Sparks where I just recolor Metagirl as black and then put it out there. It would have been funny. But people get mad at me when I do my jokes like that, so I'm going to stop doing that, guys. I promise. But if you love comics, if you really do, we put together something awesome here. And this is a storyline that's 5 volumes long, and you can see I've got 2 lead characters that are great, and they are definitely in the superhero fare. If you miss that kind of stuff, please go on my web store, check this out, support our channel, and grab this. Grab all 5 volumes. When you read the whole thing together, you really get something special, and I would really appreciate you guys for doing so. And thank you for making this a great seller over the years. We've just been selling and churning these over and over again and finding new people, and there's been a lot of great reviews lately too. It's been amazing. But what's not getting great reviews is literally anything from DC Comics. You like that transition? DC Comics has really just screwed the pooch with their Dawn of DC. We saw that, as your boy Zach said, they turned everything into like the comics equivalent of a gay bar, where Hot Girl's gay, and then they have the Smallville Welcome to Smallville Fire and Ice, where they've got all these weird virtue signals to the dozens of genders or whatever is happening these days with the otherkin. Lots more lesbians. It's like, what's going on? And then we know what happened with Green Lantern. Very, very sad to watch what they did to Alan Scott. Tom King has turned Wonder Woman into this cringy, anti-Christian, anti-Trump rant book. Chip Zdarsky has screwed the pooch on Batman with just this storyline, which is unreadable. It really, I try to even review some of these just even to get some clicks on my comic review channel, JDA Talks Comics, if you want to go there. But I can't even I can't even sit through Batman. It's like it's bad, but it's not like funny bad. So like I just can't sit through it anymore. So I had to drop it from my pull list. But now DC is getting accused of putting AI art on their covers, and they pulled a book because of this. The artist has pushed back, and we're going to get into the news. So hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. I really appreciate you being here, and I'm trying to report the comic news, and I want you to join our community and have fun with us with comics and games and mocking woke culture. Really appreciate you guys for being there, and really appreciate you for checking out the books on my web store in the description below as well. Now, Bleeding Cool reports this today, that DC Comics pulls and replaces covers accused of being generated by AI. This is multiple covers. Wow. Wild stuff for this accusation here. And so he did a previous article on this, looking at the concerns of use of AI in comic books. And again, like, where do you draw this line? Like, I mean, a lot of digital artists use their models to make their poses. We know there's that Greg Land guy who literally traces over porn to draw his women's faces. So is that worse than using AI somehow? Is that like, I mean, he still has jobs. He's still working for Marvel Comics. Salvador La Roca literally traces over Star Wars stills. Is that any like better than AI? It annoys me when I read those Star Wars comic books and I see those images and I'm like, gosh, this is obviously a still from the film. that they like changed the outfit of Han Solo. It really annoys me to see that stuff. It throws me out of the book. AI art, by contrast, like really, I don't know that it throws me out as much as that as a reader. So why is this such a controversy comparatively? But DC Comics is facing scrutiny over potential AI use in comic book. So they claim this is the AI art here. I mean, I'd say that putting the Joker in a Christ position should be more of the controversy here, because that's blasphemous and evil that they're doing that. But no, it's just the possible AI art that's the problem. There's telltale signs, strange anatomy errors a human is unlikely to make. Weird hands. It's always the weird hands. I don't know why AI can't do hands. Joker being insanely ripped in one panel and wasting away in another. His wandering nipples. Yes. This shift in styles becomes more suspicious when you note there seems to be additions in much more basic brush. It looks like a repetition in shape on a large black stroke on the first image, the daubs of red on second and third. If you're actually painting these, why skimp here? It's interesting. The image feels like a prompt that's been modified to look Jokerish. Why the washboard abs? Why the ripped jeans and sneakers? Hardly screams Joker. Smart move hiding the hands, though. Another thing that stands out is that the low resolution in the painted panels are compared to the rest of the art. Look at the pixelation in JPEG artifacts compared to the smooth speech balloons and non-painted art. Now, that the artifacting can happen just in rendering and saving things to a poor file. I mean, those sorts of things happen. So I don't know about that. But DC Comics decided to pull it anyway. Jingxiang Guo or Daxiong was accused of doing that with different covers. And, these covers, who knows? I don't personally know. He came back with this after DC pulled it and actually showed the pencil sketches of this. It's possible he then pencil sketched over the art after just to, quote, show that. I mean, the thing is, you don't know what happened there. But he's claiming he did this before, and that's how he developed these images. It's possible. And, there's a lot of programs that, once you have those sketches, can fill in different things, and maybe it gives some of that artifacting or causes some things like that. Or maybe he did the pencil sketch and then, did some 3D rendering over it. I mean, I don't know. Again, where does the line of the computer assist end and the art begin? That's for you to answer. It's just what bothers you or not. A DC spokesperson says DC Comics has long-standing policies in place that all artwork must be original artwork, and we are looking into the specifics of this situation. And now they've pulled the cover and replaced them with the following. So these new ones don't look as good. I can tell you that. Well, that's maybe the Wonder Woman's a little. Well, maybe the Wonder Woman does. I don't know, but odd stuff. Now, the artist says, I haven't used AI. I am an artist who is hurt by this witch hunt. I've been in this industry for 30 years. My drawing has been traditional by hand. I'm not against AI. I think it belongs in the field of science. It doesn't concern me. And actually, the development of AI has nothing to do with me, but I'm grateful AI can provide me with accurate translations. So, and that's interesting. I've noticed a trend among some artists, like a lot of artists who are very, very talented, are not really that opposed to AI. They're not scared of it. But the artists who are kind of the hacks that are kind of mid-tier or lower get very, very scared of it because that's where their jobs are going to be taken by. So interesting stuff here. But he said he didn't do it. So it's interesting too. DC and I considered changing the cover because the controversial image might affect their sales. It does not mean it proves that this is AI work. So they are removing the covers despite him saying it's not. just because of controversy. And this is interesting. This is how Marvel and DC Comics operate. If there's controversy, I guess to some degree they get rid of it. But some controversy they use as marketing, and it really just depends on what it is. I remember when they pulled a whole Superman series from Orson Scott Card just because he came out against California's Prop 8, which Prop 8 was voted on by California citizens to not allow homosexual marriages. And they were removing that. The court fiat removed it against the will of the people, against democracy. And yet, because the woke wanted, Prop 8 removed, and him writing an article saying that was a bad thing, they therefore couldn't have him write Superman. So it works against some people, but when the woke do this sort of thing and they turn Alan Scott gay, or they make Wonder Woman into a just anti-Christian, anti-Trump craziness, obviously that's going to affect sales. They just go forward with it and clap for it. So it's just hypocrisy by the company. Always. They just hurt the artists and they hurt certain people. Some people are more equal than others, and that's what we're seeing here, in my opinion. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Go check out Flying Sparks if you want some good quality comic books without AI art. And I appreciate you guys for being there. See you.